Hi class, this is Miss Kirkland. I'd like to introduce you to one of my favorite resources, Edmodo. What I'm going to do in this discussion board post is ask you to sign up, create a free account, and create a folder and attach an assignment. Hopefully this is a resource that you will use for years and years to come in your education career. So click sign up, and I would like you to create a teacher account. All right, it's going to ask you a lot of questions, interest. If you don't know what grade to choose, just go ahead and choose your placement that Ole Miss has given you. You're not required to do that, but if you want to, just to make it easy, choose that. And it will ask you a lot of questions. It will ask you your interest in things. And Modo is like Facebook for school. So your interest will decide what sort of things are going to pop up in your feed. So don't get crazy on that. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let me go ahead and log back in myself to Edmodo. And I have been using Edmodo for years. Over here on the left are all the different classes. If you end up being a middle school teacher or team teaching, you could have like section 1, section 2, lots of different varieties and ways you can use this. I'm going to show you my class from 4th grade, okay? Now, the big thing about Edmodo are the folders, but before we get to the folders, I want to show you something else you can do. You can customize all this stuff. I'm not going to go into that. You can see those little dots. Those are where you can invite people. I used to enroll my kids themselves. You could also email them the invite. If you click create, you can create assignments and quizzes. I did this a lot because Edmodo will grade it. So I did all of my pre-tests through Edmodo and I would share it in the feed. So lots of different varieties there. Something else, you can see manage my apps. You can actually go to the App Store and purchase apps. This is how Edmodo makes money, okay? And I just clicked the calendar. Sorry about that. You can see it has a calendar you can use as well, but it has an app store in it that you can use too. But the app store is how Edmodo actually makes its money. When you purchase an app in Edmodo, it is only for a year, so keep that in mind. I never bought an app. We would actually earn apps just because we used it so much. So that's how you can get apps in Edmodo. Now let me show you the big thing about Edmodo is your folders. If you go to your folders, you can see these were all the folders I had in 4th grade. Just give you a minute. You see it's a lot. I used it a lot. And then when we get down to the bottom, I could load more if I wanted to. I would use Edmodo for two things. I would use it to flip my class, meaning I would introduce an activity or a skill prior to me teaching it, which would always help, or I would use it for remediation. Students leave your classroom not always understanding what you've taught. You can link a YouTube video on how to teach something. I'll show you that in just a moment, and put it in the folder, and then when the students get home, they have that extra help and they can go back and look at it again. So let me show you one of my folders, and I'll show you some of the things that I've got in it. Let's see, I'm going to go to reducing fractions because I like to do a folder for each skill. Not every skill, typically the more challenging skills. Here you can see I have linked a lot of things. I click on that and it's going to just show them hitting different learning styles, how to reduce fractions, right? Now keep in mind I'm also teaching this. I'm just using this as remediation and reinforcement. Here's a video they can watch if they'd rather watch a video. So I hope you see that there's a lot of different things that you can put in your folders, okay? The library just shows you everything that you have. It's not in any particular order. You can mark favorites and all. I didn't do that. I'm just going to stick with, and this is another view of my different classes, but I'm just going to stick with just using the regular folders and accessing the folders. So what I want you to do, you're not going to have any folders. We're going to create a folder, all right? So click Manage Folders, click Add Folder, name it anything you want to. I'm going to put dividing fractions. Okay. All right, here's my folder. Click on your folder. Now we're going to put something in this folder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open another window. I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to type in how to divide fractions. And you can see a lot of different videos are going to pop up. I'm not going to go spend time going through this, looking for a lot of them. I am just going to click on this one.
What?
Okay.
Still searching.
And I'm going to copy the address. Then I'm going to go back over to my folder, which I have named Dividing Fractions. Okay. I have found a video with a teacher teaching how to divide fractions. And I'm going to put that link in my Dividing Fractions folder. So I click New from inside the folder. I'm going to click Link, and you see you can upload a file. So that means you can have a worksheet. You can upload a whole folder, a quiz, a Word document, a PowerPoint presentation. Guys, there is no limit what you can do to Edmodo. Okay, I'm going to paste that. And add link, and now it's in there. Okay, one last thing I want you to do. Okay, I need you to take a screenshot of this for me and post it under this discussion board. So there you go. That is just a quick view of Edmodo. I'm also going to post a little simple short video professionally made to show you more about Edmodo, but I would like to encourage you to use Edmodo this semester. Create a folder for each course and put resources in it that you do not want to lose or that you want quick access to. And just get familiar with it. Learn how to use it, and it's my hope that you'll use it in your classroom. It will certainly be an advantage to you and your students. It's almost like having an additional teacher because you're not there with them when they go home, so the skill can actually be retaught. Thank you so much.